Hello, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your tarot, rune, astro dice, and oracle reading for the month of September 2023. So let's dive straight into it. The rune that came out for you is called Uruz, and this is the rune of the bull. And guys, to have this come out as your month of September shows that things will be picking up pace very rapidly for you this month. So whatever goal or project or business you've been working on, expect things to move forward extremely fast if you're remaining focused on it. Also, if there's any relationships in particular that is catching your attention at this time, that may also be moving forward quite rapidly. And here's the thing, guys. It feels like a situation where once it moves forward, it cannot stop. Like, it's going to keep going. This momentum is going to keep building. Like, you cannot go back. So be prepared for that. At the time that you're watching this, especially if you're watching this in late August or early September, just make sure that everything is taken care of on a foundational level. So, like, clean your house up a bit and just make sure your body is nice and prepared. I know that sounds so weird, but like the energy I'm feeling, it will be moving like one thing after another for the month. So you may not necessarily have that much time to, I don't know, just lounge around and relax. Which is really interesting because we have so many planets retrograde this month, and usually that is a time where we just give things space and take things slowly and really focus on ourselves. And I do feel like you're doing that, but it's from doing that all of these events will move forward quite rapidly. Next, with your astro dice, we have, this is going to be hard to show you on the camera, Mercury in Scorpio in the 7th house. Just trust me, that's what it says. Mercury in Scorpio in the 7th house. So Mercury is the planet of communication, travel, technology, anything involving our brains, right? Scorpio, oh my gosh, very powerful sign. So expect massive transformational conversations to be happening in your relationships, because the 7th house represents relationships and balance. Okay, so lots of communication there, unless you're actually involved in anything legal or paperwork, or just trying to figure something out in terms of like insurance, taxes, government stuff. There could be energies there that you are working through and communicating about, having to do some phone calls there or show up in person to anything involving that stuff. But if this is relationships, we do also see like just having these open, authentic conversations, trying to figure out where things are headed. There also could be a new person in your life with whom you will grow a lot closer to. This setup is really good for marriage, honestly. So some of you might be talking to or have met someone who you might end up married to, okay? If you're already married, this could even be like just someone that you meet who helps you in a very impactful way. I mean, Scorpio and the 7th house in particular, this is something very deep, very committed. So this could be meeting someone who you end up having a creative collaboration or relationship with, or agreeing to business together, which is a very deep agreement. Trust me, as a business owner, like, ooh, you would have to really trust someone to start a business with them or sign off on a contract and work with them. Like, there has to be a lot of trust there. And we have to trust that both parties are working for each other, and we're entering negotiations and agreements to make everyone happy. So I'm seeing a lot of negotiating, a lot of agreements, a lot of relationship change happening. I am seeing for many of you watching that you are ascending a relationship to a next level. So you may have a creative collaboration with a friend, or someone coming forward wanting commitment, or you wanting that, or having a conversation about where things are going, and also moving forward in terms of taxes, paperwork, or anything legal, okay? So moving on to your oracle from Mama Moon, we have the gibbous moon. Beautiful. You're very close to achieving your goal. I feel that very strongly, Gemini. This is a moon of gaining momentum. Like, you're literally almost there. Keep going, keep going, keep going. You might have felt a little bit too busy or distracted, or like you haven't had enough time recently to really focus on your goals. And September is definitely the month for you to get off your butt and start doing those things that you've been procrastinating. Or it feels like you have ideas in your head of like, oh, I should do that one day, or okay, I'm going to do that when I have time. And this retrograde season is giving you the time. So that's what's really interesting about this month, is that so many planets are in retrograde, but I still don't feel like you're necessarily going to be sitting still, because you have so many impending ideas that feel like they need an outlet. They feel like they are just ready to burst, ready to be manifested. So I do see you manifesting quite a few of your ideas into reality. And by ideas, it could be literally anything. Like maybe you had an idea to clean out your garage and you're actually doing it this month. Maybe you had an idea to start a new business and you're doing that this month. Maybe you had an idea to create a podcast and you're doing that this month. Maybe you have these feelings bubbling up for someone and you just pop the bubble and tell them how you're feeling and get it done and over with and see where you both stand with each other and see where that goes. So I am seeing a lot of decisive action and continuous forward movement, okay? The ball is rolling forward, and it won't be, not only will it not be stopped this month, but it is gaining speed and momentum. So next we have the thinking woman in reversed. Okay, one thing I want to say here, guys, this feels like you, this feels like your energy. Try not to come off as one extreme or the other here. It feels like someone may come forward to you with a business proposition or a romantic proposal or something that they want to hear back from you on. And I feel like you may be trying not to speed into things and rush into things. That might have been a problem for you in the past. But then you're overdoing it by taking too slow and coming off as too distant. So beware of that behavior. Or if it could be in the opposite as well. Like in the past, you've been too slow to get back to people, you know, too unenthused. And so you're like, okay, well, let me correct this. I want to show my interest and enthusiasm. And you're coming in way too hot, way too fast. So balance that out. I want to say find your center and try not to overthink things, okay? I see the message here of respond to people in a timely manner. Respond to emails in a timely manner, especially if it's like a business offer or creative offer or even romantic offer, you know. Communicate very clearly, very effectively, and try to get out of your head about things. If you need time to think, give yourself time to think, but don't sit and wait too long on this decision. So your spirit animal coming out this month is the dragon. Very intellectual energy for September. I feel like your mind is very sharp and pointed and focused. Your energy feels like the color silver. And I know that doesn't make any sense, but it makes sense to me. Like you feel very clear-minded, sharp, on top of your list of ideas that you want to implement. You are getting the ball rolling, moving forward in any relationships, anything that needs to be communicated, you're communicating it. And I feel like this is a month of really big change for you, Gemini. Very big movements forward, okay? Forward in life. You're definitely not going backwards, that's for sure. Like, huge leaps and bounds forward. This is a really good month, I feel, for making more money, for seeing more of your to-dos crossed off the list, seeing progress in your home, in your relationships, in your career, in your hobbies, your skills, like whatever you're building at this time. Momentum is really strong this month. So let's finish off with 9 tarot cards, 3 rows of 3, as we do. First card out for you is Death. Oh my gosh, so much Scorpio energy, and we see here it looks like a king has fallen and there are mourners here, but if we look in the back, there's a new dawn emerging, so it's naturally time for things to end. Gemini, I feel like in the previous weeks to September, previous months even, you've been letting go of someone or something, like letting go. Because it just didn't serve you anymore. It ran its natural course, and I feel like that was the best thing you could have done for yourself, because it really made room for you to take on this new leadership role in your life. It feels to me like there was someone or something that was really kind of taking up a lot of your energy, controlling your life, wearing the crown, if you will. And you're letting that go. You're releasing that person or that thing that kind of controlled your time, your energy, took up so much of your energy and your spirit. And by simply letting them go, you're taking on a leadership role in your own life again. It feels like you are more clear-minded about things, feeling more in the driver's seat of your own life, and not your mood is no longer at a whim of someone else's actions and what they want and what they don't want. And I feel like you really freed yourself from something or someone that just did not have good leadership skills that was leading your life. And while this thing or this person was in your life, you didn't think to yourself, oh, they're leading my life. Like, I'm just following what they're doing. But that's kind of how it was, because their highs and lows made you have highs and lows, you know? Like, you were overly connected and loyal to this person or this establishment or this thing. And you liberated yourself from that. And now you're your own king and queen. So, second card out for you. Speaking of queens, we have Queen of Wands. Exactly. Really big confirmation with that message. Yeah, Queen of Wands is someone who is an entrepreneur, very creative, and they see a vision of what they want in their life, and they can see the steps that they need to take in order to get there. And you're seeing that very strongly. I feel like your work is cut out for you. You know exactly what you need to do in order to get the ball rolling in your life. Like, you have a to-do list already that you made, that your intuition came up with. And it's really just a matter of doing it and organizing your life and your schedule in a way that allows you to keep this momentum rolling. So I am seeing an extreme amount of organization, and also there's an increased sense of knowing your worth and no longer settling for anything similar to what you had in the past, which may be why you are prone to overcorrecting this month. Okay, so like I said, if someone's coming in looking to open their heart up to you, but in the past you were too enthusiastic, kind of like a golden retriever in your relationship towards that person or that thing that you let go of, you gave too much of your energy of, you know, now you're trying to overcorrect and come off as like cold, distant, give me time to think. Don't overdo it, okay? Don't overdo it. You're having an increased sense of attraction this month. People are really drawn into you. Like, they see you glowing, they see you thriving, they see you kind of leading your own life, and there's a sense of mystery to you. And you know what? This sense of mystery, it's not something you intentionally do. It's just that you're a busy person, you got a lot going on. And, you know, sometimes people don't have the full picture of who you are because you're not always available, which is very attractive, honestly. When we're available 24/7 to someone, they take us for granted, you know? That's the reason why so many people like jerk off these high brands like Gucci or whatever, because it's not as easily accessible as like a Walmart brand, for example. It's not that their clothes are special in any way. It's really just the exclusivity of it that makes people admire it. And people work in similar ways here, okay? I'm not telling you to intentionally manipulate someone by making yourself less available. I'm saying value your own time and stop giving it away to every single person. You know, give it to yourself, give it to your goals, and that will naturally create more allure to you. So I don't even think I need to explain this to you. I feel like this is something you're naturally doing right now, which is why I'm picking up on it. Third card out is Earthly Power with the Four of Pentacles. I do feel like your earthly power is increasing here. Money seems to be getting better. Okay, health may be getting better as well. Some of you guys might be, I don't know, like working out, whitening your teeth, having a nice skincare routine. I don't know, something like that. Your earthly power here is growing. Your attraction is increasing. So more opportunities, money, people are becoming attracted to you in the month of September, Gemini. Second row out for you, fourth card is Victory, Six of Wands. So many good cards, guys, and they're all upright. I promise you, reversals are possible. They're just all upright. They're all good. And this is literally confirming what we just said. I mean, this is you being more attractive, really popular. Notice how, like, he's the one that has the wreath of laurel here, which represents victory, and he's on his high horse, literally, and there's people surrounding him looking at him. He's dressed beautifully, and he just won a battle. He's victorious. He's doing wonderfully in life. This is you. This is you because you decided to stop worshiping and giving all your time away to some third party person, you know, like a relationship or a job or something. It was taking up a lot of your time. And that person or that job or whatever it was, it really wanted you to identify with it. Like, you're no longer your own person. You're now my wife, my girlfriend, my boyfriend, my employee. Like, they wanted their essence and personality to be you. Like, they wanted to project that onto you. So you're better off known as, you know, oh, I'm so-and-so's girlfriend, or I'm I work for so-and-so. Like, you don't even have your own identity now. That's what it felt like to be in this thing that you were in the past. And you said, no way, Jose, I'm letting go. I'm moving on. I'm coming back into touch with my own divinity, my own right to rule, my own ideas, my own friends, my own family, my life. What about my life? I'm not going to just serve you constantly and make my moods dependent off your moods. I've been feeling this a lot for the collective. Many people are breaking out of codependency right now. Anyways, increased success. I do see a big win here. And like I said, momentum is building rapidly. So this is a really good month for anyone who has goals, okay? Any goal that you have, you're really close to achieving it full on. Or you're seeing huge sweeping success in that. I think overall the energy is just that of like a glowing success. And people definitely have their eyes on you. Center of your spread is the Empress. Guys, you gotta be kidding me. You are elevating this month. I mean, I'm trying to find something negative about this reading, but it's really hard. This is a good month for you. To me, you're really attractive because you're focusing on your own life. You know, you're focusing on your own light. You know your worth, and you're achieving success. People view you as the ideal partner, the ideal friend, the ideal person that I want to have in my life. They're inspirational. You are stepping into your leadership abilities. So now people will follow you. And you know what? You're not going to use that to manipulate others like people did to you in the past. You know, if people want to follow you and be a part of your life and your story, and they want you to be their boss, and they want you to be their partner, their friend, you will use that beautifully. That's the energy of the Queen of Wands. She sees people for their worth, and she lets people be exactly who they are. This is the employer that lets their employees come to work dressed how they want to dress, being who they want to be, and she sees their potential and who they are as an individual and what they have to offer, and she maximizes her success and the success of her vision by allowing other people to shine their authentic light. That is the wisdom of the Queen of Wands, and you have that wisdom. So people are really admiring you and viewing you as someone worth following. I know this is crazy, but I'm actually getting quite a few of you watching were a king or queen or some type of leader like that in past lives. Like, I am really feeling that strongly. And you weren't born into that role, or maybe you were born into that role, but the people chose you. The people were loyal to you. So if there was any type of like conflict over who is going to take the throne next, they chose you because of this ability that you have, and you see people for exactly who they are. And you notice these little details that are really important in human interaction, like looking people in the eye when you say thank you, for example, or asking people about their day, their life, showing a curiosity. You have this charm about you because you express interest in other people, and you make people feel heard and important. Like if you were in a group at like a dinner and you notice one person, like no one's talking to them, or they're feeling really awkward, and you're picking up on their body language. First off, you're picking up on their body language, which shows intelligence, but also you're going to be the one that's like goes out of your way to ask that person questions and try to make them feel included. And it's that charm that is bringing you success. People can pick up on that. Sixth card out for you, 5 of Cups. So we do see mourning the loss of what has ended here this month. So I mean, it happens. We do see Death card was your first card out. There was something that you let go of, you walked away from, or it ended. So there is some mourning here for what once was. There is a desire to reach back out or have another conversation, or there's still a little piece of your heart that, you know, just hoped things could have been different with this former person or situation. So you're still dealing with some of that. I'm not gonna lie. Still mulling over those feelings. which is natural. Final row out for you, 7th card, Queen of Swords. Oh my gosh, so much divine feminine energy. I wouldn't be surprised if you were connected to a lot of women or divine feminine beings this month as well, who uplift each other and support each other. I'm seeing like women's circles, or standing strong in your own divine femininity. So that's really great. The Queen of Swords is very organized. And you know what? I feel like you're not necessarily focusing on things like love or romance. It does not feel like that at all. Watch, next 2 cards that come out are gonna be like 2 of Cups and Lovers after I said that. Let's actually see. No, okay. We have the 5 of Swords reversed, which makes a lot of sense. And then we have the 6 of Cups in reverse. Okay. All right. Yeah, I definitely feel like just look at these cards. 5 of Swords. You definitely were the one that walked away because someone just wanted to have their cake and eat it too. Like they just wanted you to adapt to them and all of their beliefs. And the second you would come up with your own original ideas or opinions or feelings, it was always an argument, or they would get really defensive or try to show you why their way is correct and your way is wrong. So you definitely walked away from that. And you know what? I feel like this defeat message, because it says defeat at the bottom of the card, it's simultaneously like you're walking away like, I'm defeated, I can't do this anymore, but really the person holding the swords, the one who did the arguing, they're the one that feels defeated, because it's like, okay, you got it, you won the argument, but now you're alone, you know, now nobody wants to be around you, great job, you know, so they're feeling defeated. 6 of Cups in reverse right underneath the 5 of Cups upright also shows this longing for the past. I am seeing mourning, guys. I am seeing a sadness, like I just wish they would apologize or change or things could be different. However, here's the thing, guys. You're not going to bend. You're not going to give into that feeling. You're in your Queen of Swords energy. And she was looking at those cards. You know, I am on my throne. I am feeling comfortable with who I am. I am in my right. I am abiding by my morals. I have a clear conscience. I know that I'm not manipulating others. I know I'm not using others. I lead with love. I lead with light. And I had to set up boundaries to distance myself from you. And I'll keep looking at you, you know, wishing things could be different. But I am a queen. And you are acting like a spoiled knight who hasn't gotten his way. So that's the energy I'm picking up for you. And you don't have to be a woman. You don't have to identify as a queen. Okay. But that's what I'm seeing here. Like, you're really in your power. You're succeeding. You're glowing because you let go of this thing or this person. And yes, you still miss them. Yes, you still want things to work out. And I feel like psychically, you're picking up on their regret and their feelings of defeat. Like, wow, I let a queen, a king slip away from me because I was selfish. And it's like, you're still not like, nope. Like, there was no apology made. There was nothing. Like, I'm the queen. I am the empress. You come to me. I'm not going back to you. Like, I did that enough. I overgave enough. You can come to me if you want to apologize, if you want to change things. Ooh, your power is increasing, guys. Guys. Oof. All right. Thank you for joining me. This is a really good month for you. Great for career. Great for money. Great for goals. So, like this video. Comment how it resonated down below. Subscribe to the channel if you've not already. Watch for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus to get the fullest overview of this month ahead. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer spiritual life coaching sessions there and my Goddess Energy Intention Oil. Bye-bye.